So UFC Albazi versus Moreno just wrapped up, where Moreno dominated Albazi for 5 rounds straight. I really thought it'd be somewhat competitive, but Moreno proved that he's still at the top of this division. He's not washed at all. He looked really good. His gas tank, which is what I thought would fail him this fight, actually looked way better than Albazi's. It looked really good. So yeah, he's probably gonna fight up the rankings, top 4 again. He's back in there, not bad. I honestly was just waiting for this card to be over, though. It wasn't even that bad, but it wasn't good either. Yeah, this card sucked, guys. Like, I haven't had that in a long time where I'm just waiting for the fucking card to be over so I can do something else. Yeah, I would have used my Saturday for better uses if I knew this card would be that shit. But there was a few good finishes, a few good submissions. That was really the only finishes on this card. There was like one knockout. So not the best. Started the night off with Jamie Lenor getting a decision over Petrovic. I thought it was a really close fight. Honestly, I don't know. It could have went either way. I thought Jamie won the first, and then I kind of thought that Petrovic won the second two. But the third was pretty competitive. They both were kind of just gassed. Jamie kind of got the better of the exchanges on the feet most of the fight, but Petrovic was getting a lot of control time and landing decent ground and pound, so I don't know. I don't really care. It could have went to either gal, but I guess I was wrong. Some people are going to call it a robbery, but close fights like this aren't robberies. Who cares? So let's just not even think about this any longer. Then we had Cody Gibson beat Chad Anheliger by decision. Another decision victory for Cody, but it was a good performance. Not the best fight. It was decent. I mean, they were going at it on the feet while they were on the feet for the first round. I thought Cody won all 3 rounds. I'm going to be real. After a few times getting clipped in the first round, he just took Chad down, controlled him the whole first round basically. And then for the next 2 rounds, he got takedowns at will, was way bigger than him, and it showed. Yeah, he won this pretty easily, pretty good performance, but Chad was boxing him up with counter strikes when they were on the feet, so yeah, Cody still got to work on that striking, but I mean, still, it was a good performance. His grappling showed dominant like it has in the past. I think I said this is how you win this fight. Just knew he was way more well-rounded and would implement the grappling if he needed to. And Chad's very small for this division, so yeah, I don't really think anyone picked Chad in this. Cody Gibson was the favorite by surprise, so he gets a lot of hate, but even the odds makers knew he wasn't going to lose this time, all right? He did it. Then we had the first terrible robbery of the fight. I don't know if there's any more, but yeah, Garrett Armfield won this fight. I don't want to fucking hear it. He won the first two. No, he won the second 2 rounds easily. Implemented the grappling, was landing good ground and pound, was getting the better of the striking exchanges a lot in this third round especially. Second round was close, but I mean, he lost the first, but no, he won the second 2 rounds for sure. So this was a robbery. Even what's his name? Zahab said he lost the fight in the post-fight press conference interview. So yeah, he knows he lost. We know he lost, but the judges, they didn't know. So yeah, terrible judging. What's new? Then we had Alexander Blabanov get a decision victory over Nascimento. I don't care. I was wrong. I don't give a fuck. Romanov is still not good. This guy he fought just has an even worse gas tank than Romanov, which I didn't think was possible. I literally just picked him because I thought he could last longer in the fight and maybe get a late TKO or just implement his grappling. Because he's meant to be a grappler, but he just spends the whole fight defending the takedowns, failing at it, not landing anything significant on the feet, not doing any damage. I don't think there was a single moment where either guy was hurt in this fight. They just blobbed around, laid on each other, used their weight. It was terrible. I fucking hated it. Oh my god, this card was so bad. Let's move on. All right, this was probably the best fight of the card. I'm gonna be real. Kind of sad, but Jack Shore lost by submission to Yusuf Zalal. I thought Jack Shore was gonna win this, guys. I really did. He's so good, and he was looking really good. He was piecing the fuck out of Zalal for the whole first round until he wasn't. Even as the much smaller guy, and a lot of people don't think he can be in this division successfully, at least because he's too small. Being the much smaller guy, he was throwing around Zalal, picking him up, throwing him, making him look like his bitch. He got a back take, I think, in the first, and had a decent attempt at a submission, but no, it did not work. They scrambled out, and I think Yusuf got Jack Shore down at the end of the first and controlled him a little bit, but Jack Shore definitely still won the first round. But then Yusuf Zalal implemented his grappling even more and was able to get a choke on Jack. Yeah, he's really good, pretty well rounded. I thought his grappling would fail him in this, but it didn't. It actually was the one that won the fight. So, yeah. I guess his close fight with Taporia was good. It's obviously a very good aging win. I just didn't want to really look too much into that and pick it because of that. And I knew this guy was hyped up, but still, Jack Shore is still good. This does not make sure Jack Shore bad. He's had a tough few opponents, bro. Joe Anderson, Brito, and then this guy. I don't know who his third to last opponent was, but probably a tough guy as well. Jack Shore is a marauder, man. He's fighting all these guys no one wants to fight. So don't cut him. I swear to fucking God, if Jack Shore gets cut off this, because apparently they just cut someone off for one loss now in these lower weight divisions. They don't give a fuck. Okay, no, this was actually the best fight of the night. Moving on, Charles Jordaine got a submission win. This was like the high of the card. These back-to-back submissions, it was pretty cool. But Charles Jordaine got a nasty-ass guillotine on Victor Henry. And yeah, he was winning the fight, I'd say, on damage. He was outstriking Victor, landing the more significant strikes, landing a few good kicks, head kicks. He was mixing it up really well on the feet. He was getting out grappled. He was kind of like the last match. The person is getting out grappled, but then they get a submission. It's kind of funny. And yeah, that's Jordaine's thing. His his guillotine submissions are really dangerous. We all know that. They always have been. He has a few of them in the UFC. Thank God, man, because I feel like he's only one loss after this. If he were to lose this, Charles Jordaine was only like one more loss away from getting cut, probably. I don't know, man. I'm anxious. I'm nervous about these guys getting cut off for 1 or 2, 3 loss streaks. It's crazy. Come on, man. Cut them some slack if they're entertaining. People like Charles Jordaine. I like Charles Jordaine. You like Charles Jordaine. He's cool. And his speech on the mic was pretty cool. Got the Canadians on his side. I mean, he is fucking Canadian, so that wasn't that hard. And we had Amin Zahabi beat the fuck out of Pedro Munoz for 3 rounds. Dude, Pedro Munoz might be the toughest guy in this division. He just takes so much damage, doesn't care, doesn't get rocked ever. I mean, I think he got dropped in this fight, but he wasn't hurt. He just got right back up and was ready to fight still. It's insane. This guy just does not get hurt, doesn't get rocked. He might have a better chin than Cheeto. It's insane. But yeah, Ayman Zahabi looked really good, really fast, really high output, constantly feigning. You never know what he's going to do next, and his power I thought was really good, and I knew he wouldn't be able to finish Pedro Munoz. I just thought he would gas himself out. I picked Pedro Munoz, guys. I did. I'm fucking embarrassed. I know. But I don't know, bro. Like I feel like he's not done, and he might get cut after this. I'm saying that a lot, but it's true. This has like 1 win in his last 7, so yeah, good luck. But Zahabi, yeah, really good. Definitely get him a ranked opponent probably. Or if this already was a ranked opponent. I actually don't know if Pedro is still ranked. I think he is. And we had Mike Mallat beat Trevin Giles by decision. I'm gonna be real. I watched like half this fight, and then I went to get food. So I don't know. I think Mike Mallat deserved to win. I mean, he was piecing him up in the first round, kinda. He was definitely winning on output and volume. I don't know if he's really landing the most damaging shots. Giles knows how to crack people, so I mean, he caught him. I don't know. He caught him a few times in the first. I don't know. Okay, I think Mike Mallat deserved to win. Maybe this was a robbery too. I don't know, but he was Canadian, so it could have been. Mike Mallat, he looked good in the first though. He looked high confident, high output. His kicks have always been really good, and they looked really good as well. I don't know. Who cares, guys? Who gives a fuck? Then the only KO of the card, we had Dustin Stoltzfus KO Marc-Andre Barut because he just doesn't like to defend, I guess. This dude was just like, let's swing and bang in the first round and try to kill each other instantly. And yeah, he got KO'd badly. He got put to sleep just like his last performance against Joe Pyfer. Dude, that's 2 like knocked out cold losses in a row. He needs to take some time off, reevaluate, rethink his defensive game because it's fucking terrible. This dude just came and started swinging. He clinches and just like, he doesn't even guard. He just gets the clinch and he's getting hit with uppercuts and shit and hooks constantly. He's taking so much damage and not really doing much back. Trying to just land elbows in the clinch. I don't know, man. I don't know what his game plan was. He looked terrible, but I picked him. Yeah, not the best night for picks for me. And we had Jasmine Judicious sub Irina Lipsky. This was a pretty dominant performance by her. Every time she would get the takedown, she would just land. She would get like the best positions ever. Just have her crotch just up on her fucking face, high ass guard. She couldn't move and was just landing really devastating elbows. I mean, this was a fun fight. You just wanted to watch someone get beat the fuck up while being able to do nothing back. It was really one-sided. I didn't really pay attention till the end. I'm gonna be real, but yeah, she looked really good. I knew Jasmine was gonna win. She looked way better, just way more well-rounded, and way more game. I don't know. Again, no one cares. This card was terrible. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just depressing. Because the Max card last week wasn't even that good. I don't want to be that guy, but dude, it did not live up to the hype. The prelims kind of sucked. But yeah, that's MMA. We got high ass hype cards some weekends, and then this. Then we had Brenson Rerio beat Kyle Machado by decision. Very close fight. Honestly, again, I don't know really who won. Towards the end of this card, I kind of clocked out. I was just chilling, really tired at this point. But I think Ribeiro landed the more significant shots, while Kaya was landing the more of the volume. Yeah, if you really watch this fight back closely, I'm not surprised Ribeiro got the nod. He was pinging Machado's head back way more, just landing the more devastating strikes, I feel like. Machado was landing a lot of kicks and a lot of volume strikes, but they weren't really doing much damage at all. So it's hard to say. Whatever you want to value more. And yeah, Ribeiro got it done. His first win in the UFC. I like him. He's really dynamic, really good kicks. He's fun to watch. This was a decent fight. And we had fucking Rose, bro. We had Rose lose to Aaron. Like, what the fuck? It was going so well in the first 2 rounds. She was dominating her, beating the fuck out of her on the feet. There was no competition. She was such a better striker. Obviously, she is a better striker. But then in the third, bro, Aaron was able to change the momentum of the whole fight with the takedown. And then her striking started to really work. Like, Rose just started to lose her confidence. She lost her range or whatever it was. Something happened because she did not look as good as she did in the first 2 rounds. I don't even think she gassed because she didn't. It's not like she was getting taken down and just controlled, wasn't able to do anything in return. She would get up from getting taken down towards the end of the rounds after being controlled a decent amount. But yeah, I guess I think Aaron won this. It was a close fight. Maybe you could give the third or fourth to Rose, and it was Rose's fight to win. I don't know. Again, I didn't watch that closely, so I'm not going to make some drastic statement where I thought someone won. Because that's fake, and why fucking lie? But yeah, man, I really thought Rose had it in the bag. That's kind of why I stopped paying attention as much. Because I picked her, and I thought it was a really good pick. I thought it was a really easy pick. I can't believe she was an underdog, but because I just didn't think Aaron would be able to keep her down. I knew she'd be able to get the takedowns, but Rose is pretty good at getting up. So, what she showed in this fight, she was able to get up a few times. But yeah, decent fight, decent co-main event, I guess. And we had Brendan Moreno absolutely dominate Amir Albazi. Yeah, what's there to say? I really wish there was a finish. Brendan got so close to finishing him so many times throughout this fight, but he just couldn't do it. Amir's pretty tough, hung in there, even though he had no success throughout the whole fight, got completely dominated, didn't win a single round. Dude, flyweight is so dead. They're trying to gaslight us on the fucking commentary. Man, flyweight's so interesting right now. It's so many crazy competitive heads in the division. No, there's not. All right, no, the fuck, there's not. The division sucks. Stop lying to me. But I love Brendan Moreno. He's so wholesome. He's so cool, and he's actually one of the few flyweights I like watch fighting. So, yeah, good fight, good performance. Let him fight up the rankings in his next fight. He deserves it. I don't care. Yeah, good performance. But yeah, that's the whole card. Every single fight. Derek Lewis's fat ass pulled out, so we didn't get to watch him fight. That kind of sucked. I was looking forward to that a lot. But, I mean, yeah, what else is there to say, bro? This card was not good. Let's hope the Protez main event's better next week. I think it will be, because I think Protez is going to brutally KO Magny. It's going to be really bad for Magny. Dude, that guy just gets fed everybody. It's not fair. It really isn't. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.